What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you all are having a great weekend. It has been a few days, but we finally caught some new stuff. So let's go ahead and roll that peg hunt footage. Talk about a really good eventful morning, guys. We found some really good stuff, and of course there's some new stuff coming out that I cannot wait for, especially when it comes to the F-body, guys. That's right, the 4th generation Firebird is coming out, and you guys know I absolutely love the F-bodies, especially the Catfish Camaro. A lot of people don't like those, and a lot of people don't like the WS6 Trans Ams, but I'm a huge fan of those, and have always been a huge fan of those ever since they came out. Last time we saw this one was in 2018. It was actually the IROC Trans Am, so it's really good to see the WS6 style, especially with that dual nostril hood. Oh man, that ram air just is awesome. So cannot wait for that. And then of course we also have the exclusive blue Mustang coming out, the 2018. And then we have a premium set called Circuit Legends. It's got the RTR Mustang, Porsche 917. And if you guys see that, that's right, the Ferrari LaFerrari is coming out, and there is a chase out of this one. And I'm really hoping they capitalize on the Ferrari and make that one a chase. I think it would be super cool, but we're going to have to stay tuned and see which one out of that is going to be the chase, but a lot of really good stuff coming out. And so with that, let's go ahead and jump into what we picked up recently, and of course from our peg hunt, guys. And the first one we're going to showcase is this beautiful 2024 Dark Horse out of the Jada Pink Slips. Look at that beautiful pearlescent white, man. This is super cool. You got the pink inserted seats on there. Very nice. Oh, this thing is awesome. So another one to add to the Dark Horse collection. You guys know Big Time Muscle has theirs, and they also have the Pink Slips version, satin black and pink. Very cool. We also had this one right here with the Ford Performance livery. We got blue, red, black. And then, of course, now we are adding this one to the collection. So such a beautiful one to add. And then, of course, if you guys aren't tracking, I've heard this many times. You can see the pink base on this. That is not a chase, but apparently the transparent one, which is like this, the transparent base is a limited production car. So I guess you can consider it a chase, but more of a limited run. So you have two different bases for the pink slips. You have a solid pink, then you have a transparent pink like the Year of the Snake GT500. So definitely keep your eyes out on that. I've been looking into that with Jada and trying to figure out if those are actual limited pieces. And from what I found, it is pretty accurate. So when you're finding the S2000, which comes in all pink, if it comes on a transparent pink base, supposedly that is the limited run, also known or could be called a chase piece, because it is a lower production than the other one. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. All right, so it has been a very long time since I have eaten up a 20 pack, but there was two reasons why I got this. One, I really wanted the silver Lamborghini, the exclusive Datsun. Then, of course, you have the Acura NSX over here and the Lotus Esprit in red. It is very cool, but I also picked it up because Kingnut said he's been looking for this bone shaker. And I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up for you. That way you can get that car. And there was a few in here anyways. This truck is super clean. It's a beautiful pearlescent blue. You can see some yellow pearl into that. Got some chrome accents. A lot of cool castings in here, but a lot of them not really going to deal with, so I might race them, give them away, do whatever I need to. The rigor mortar is kind of cool. We do have the truck, the Miata loose already. That little hot rod's pretty sweet. But other than that, there's really only 3 cars or 4 cars I'm taking out of this. The Mercedes, I was collecting those for a long time, but I don't know, I'm kind of done with those. Beautiful color though. But the Datsun, that one is super clean. There's that. We also scored some stuff from Scheels. Now, Scheels is probably one of the only places in our area that carry short cards, unless people buy the 50 packs from Target and then return those short cards and then you see them on pegs. But we did score some new stuff, and check this out, guys. This one right here, we do have in the collection, but not on this card art. And we will show you the other one we have, but it is the 2019 Mustang Coupe with the RAZZLEs deco. And like I said, the card art is much different than the other one we recently got for the collection, and it is right here. So I don't know which one is the oldest and which one is the newest release, but you have 2 card arts right here. So of course you guys know I love card releases that are different than others, depending on if it's a certain release or if it's just a different year. But we have 2 of them, 2 card arts from Matchbox. Very cool. We're going to look on the back and see which one was actually printed first. This one's a 2024 print, and this one is a 2023. So this one was actually first, and this one is the latest edition. So since this was a year behind, this is a 2025, that's a 2024. So 2 releases of the exact same car on 2 different card arts. So very stoked for this one. All right, let's see, what else did we grab? We got some new stuff for sure. And these are international releases. Check it out, the Cadillac Project at GTP Hypercar Recolor in yellow. Very, very cool. I love these new exotic lace wheels on here. It's super clean, very kind of washed out on the rear and as well as the front. But it is a recolor out of the Hot Wheels Exotics, and it is international. The J-hook's a little damaged, but it is what it is. It's a beautiful recolor, and I had to pick that one up. Then we also got the 2025 Valentine's Day 69 Corvette Racer. It's in a nice white enamel with some maroon and gold accents to tie in, of course, February's Valentine for 2025. So there we go. Really nice headlight deco. You got the red roll cage, no taillights, brown base, and then of course the red chrome 5 spokes in 2 different offsets. You have a smaller up front and larger in the back. There you go, 2025 Valentine. This is actually not an international. It is out of C-Case. So there you go, Scheels for the win. And then we also got the recolor of the beautiful Mercedes-Benz 500E. Look at that green. That is so nice. This is out of the 70s versus the 90s. And we saw the Toyota Supra that was released in the same color. And now we have it on the, oh, almost dropped it there. And we have it on the Mercedes. So very nice front and rear tampos for this one. Really, really well done for especially an off series like that, the 70s versus 90s. You would think the exotics would get a little bit of attention, but they did well on that one. Next up from Scheels is the purple and gold. Here we go, the muscle and blown. This is one of my favorite fantasy castings. I mean, it's got really nice silhouette. I mean, look at the sweep on that roof line, the long nose, the fastback. I mean, it is just a gorgeous casting, especially in that pearlescent pink. Love that, man. Love how the blue just pops on that. Then, of course, with the gold accents, really ties it all together. And out of this one, the chase is the Baja Bison, which is actually in a gold chrome. You have the 73 Jeep J10, the D-Muscle, the Volkswagen Baja Bug, and the 55 Corvette, which we do have in the collection. The Muscle and Blown was one I definitely wanted to grab. I believe there's a Shelby. If it is, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. I want to say there was a car out of the next wave that I really wanted to get my hands on. So there is that one. We got 3 more and a shorty. Check this out. The Toyota GR86 Cup. This is the recolor in orange. First one was in blue. You have a nice yellowish gold interior. And of course you have the 10 spokes in chrome. More of a silver, not really chrome. But I think they did a really good job on this. This is out of the Compact Kings. And there you go. Toyota GR86 Cup. Very nice short card right there. And then we got another shorty, a Ford Escort in black. I want to say these are all out of DIECAST. You guys let me know down in the comments if it is or not. But you have the aero discs all the way around for the rally setup. Really nice high mounted wing. And then coming around the front, you have the multi fog lights, which I think are really cool. They should have just put some tampos on there. But overall, really nice casting. Very, very cool. And the last one is this. This thing is super clean. I love the color. You guys know I love this pearlescent stuff, especially when it comes in a pinkish blue, almost like a chameleon. It is just wicked nice. And I love the blacked out Trap 5s. Got some really nice artwork. But the Cupra E Racer, very cool. It's almost a hybrid of a Civic and a Tesla and maybe a Mazda. I don't know. But you guys let me know down in the comments if you had picked this up, because this is definitely a super cool EV right here. So this one is also new for 2025, also known as previously the first editions, which I wish Hot Wheels kind of brought that back, but the new for 2025 kind of implies that it is the first edition. Next one is, of course, from this morning's Walmart haul. Now, I had initially walked in there. There was nothing on the pegs. I updated our community post that we have here, or the group, and I was like, hey, Northside has nothing. Went grocery shopping, wanted to walk back and see if I missed out on anything, and they were freshly dropping some cases in one of the dump bins, and boom, scored some goodies, some oldies, and some new stuff. DIECAST. Of course, you guys saw me pick up this gem right here, the Super 83 Chevy Silverado. This is a beautiful truck, but as I always say, it's not really something I pick up, but I wanted to have it just in case I can trade for it. And of course, this is already spoken for Big Daddy Diecast. We are trading for a Mustang I want to add to the collection. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Don't have it in the collection. I'm not going to tell you what I'm trading for, but it is a Mustang. And of course, it is a chase. So super stoked for this. And of course, glad that Big Daddy is finally getting this in his collection. So I will actually throw this in a protector real quick. Man, I got 2 more left of protectors. So we will throw this in there. The corner was already soft, so hopefully you don't mind that. But I mean, this is a super clean card for the most part. Yeah, this is like the craziest Super for last year's release, especially to finish out Q-Case. Everyone is going nuts over the square bodies, man. So not gonna lie, I was super excited to find this one in the dump bin, but was no intention on holding on to it. Really want to trade for some Mustangs, which we are getting in the collection. So Big Daddy, it is safe in a protector for you. And yeah, I will send that out once I get your box situated and taken care of. But there we go. We got that one. And then we also picked up another Dark Horse because I do want to race one as myself on the track. This is, yeah, I mean, probably one of the best colors to come out for the Dark Horse. Hopefully we see more recolors of this one. If not, man, it's going to be a 1-year production run car, I guess, because I haven't seen any forecast of a new recolor for the Dark Horse. Maybe we'll get some multi-pack exclusives in the future, hopefully, but there we go. We got that one. We'll add it to the Mustang stack right here. Next up is the beautiful Lamborghini Miura SV, the red and gold, one of the iconic color releases. Oh man, I've been a huge fan of this one. We do have the modern version of it in the collection loose. That one is also a beautiful one that came in blue and gold as well. But the 71 Miura out of the 70s versus the 90s. Look at that setup. Beautiful red and gold. You got the nice headlights on there, the heat extractors. You got the rear louvers, tampos. Everything is done on this one. You even have the SV on the back. But yeah, MC5s in gold, staggered fitment. Beautiful, beautiful release. And this is out of DIECAST as well. So we will go ahead and start making a stack here, because we did come home with some goodies, guys. Next up is the split bumper Camaro in gold, the 1970 Camaro RS. It's a beautiful one as well. I try to pick up a lot of Camaros because I do like Camaros. But it's the battle of the decades in this fan-voted collection. That is so cool, man. Definitely a beautiful setup on this. Got a nice black stripe. Beautiful setup with those blacked out 5 slots on there with the chrome ring. Really nice. I mean, this is a very, very nice recolor. Very classic, so definitely dig that one. Next up is, of course, the Cyber Squad. Cyber Quad. I don't know why I said squad, but here we go, the Tesla Cyber Quad. Very cool. I was actually waiting for this one to drop. And you can see on the card art, there are 2 different wheel styles, which match this one. You have the 5 spokes up front and the off-road multi-spoke on the back. I think those are off-road 6. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen for you guys, but you do have some headlight tampos and tail lights on this one. Very cool, new for 2025 out of the Hot Wheels Dirt Series. Yeah, I mean, I picked up the Cybertrucks because I think they're cool in person, not so much, but the bike, that is cool, man. Or the quad, I should say. But yeah, off-roaders that were built to feel the mud between the tires. So definitely a cool ATV right here. Next up, we grabbed a second Mustang for the collection. This is the orange, which was actually the code orange color for the GT500 2020 Mustang 60 year. Now, I want to say the other one I have, it's over there. I think that one's international. If not, it'll be a second one. Yep, that is an international card. So there we go. We got international and US, both versions right there. Not like it makes a difference to most collectors, but for me, you guys know I love variations like that. Even when it comes down to the Super, someone had asked me why I have 2 of each Super. Well, the Gold Super is international and US, as well as the 2018 US and international. So when it comes to this stuff, definitely all about it. So number 2 for the collection, but also number 1 since it is a card or country release difference for the card. So we'll add that to the Mustang stack. Then we also picked up the new recolor of the Porsche 911 GT3 out of the Hot Wheels Race Day. This thing is well done. I mean, full tampos on the rear, GT3 plate. You have the blacked out Y5s. Really, really nice setup. I gotta say, this is a clean one. And you guys know I gave away my whole Porsche collection, but this one was way too cool to pass up. I mean, the black and gold, very nice. You got the number 5 meatball, such a beauty. We'll add that one there. Also picked up a ZAMAC. This is actually for a local buddy of mine who missed out on 2 prior waves. I have one of these in the collection already, but he didn't have one, so I picked him up one of the Lamborghini Sesto Elementos from 2024's number 12 wave of the ZAMAC Walmart release. So there we go. We will set that off to the side since that is for him. We also picked up the mainline version of the 75 Datsun Sunny truck. Check it out. Beautiful teal metallic. You got to the 58. You also have the Datsun, Hot Wheels, and the silver and red stripes going down the side, and some headlights. They actually threw some headlights on there. I like that. So no tail lights, chrome base, and you do have the small Advan style 3 spokes on here, which I think are pretty cool. So out of the Hot Trucks series, out of DIECAST. So there we go. All right, and then we picked up another 1967 Ford GT40 Mark IV for another buddy of mine who also missed out on a wave. So these were two that I was like, wow, I'm surprised they dropped that. Found a Super in the same bin, which that was a late release. So anytime you see a release get dropped and you're like, oh, that's a bunch of old stuff, you just never know. You might come across some old ZAMACs you missed out on, some regular treasure hunts, the Super like this one. This is my second one. Both of them have been up for trade and gone within the same probably 2 hours within each other. The first one didn't last in my collection for more than a day. Traded it out for a Chase Mustang I wanted to get in the collection. And then this one going towards another Chase Mustang for the collection. So the Silverado is always going to bring in a Mustang I need, and I'm all cool with that. Next up is, of course, a hot one for a lot of people. I grabbed this for my buddy Shane. He's a huge Red Bull lover. This one actually has Oracle Red Bull branding on the back of the card, which is kind of cool. So this is also new for 2025. A lot of people have been picking this up. And there was only two. There was one that came out of one case, and when they dropped the second case, there was only one in there. So could be a limited packaged car for the 72 count. But so far I've only seen, I only say that because I've only found two fresh case drops. There was only one in each case. So this is out of the Track Aces for 2025. Very cool Formula One. We also picked up the regular treasure hunt, the pedal driver. Check that out. Very cool, man. You got the red chrome RA6 wheels. You have the treasure hunt flame kind of buried in there. Very, very subtle. With the black, white, and silver flames. And then, of course, you have the verbiage on the back. So this one goes with what that was supposed to be. I believe that was the Super out of DIECAST. If not, I think it's the high roller. You guys let me know down in the comments if that's accurate. There was a high roller out there, but it was the regular. But I think that's DIECAST. So that would be the treasure hunt, of course, and then the Super would have been this one. We got two more left. This one is the 74 Brazilian Dodge Charger. I haven't seen this in a very long time. This is out of the Hot Wheels Celebration Racers, which Hot Wheels has been doing for a few years now. But this one is actually to celebrate Women's Day. There we go. Very nice pink. You got the silhouettes of all the females on the side. The number 25, and then it looks like it has bunch of names running down the bottom of it. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder if that has to do with a homage to the designers on the team, maybe over at Mattel. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do some research. If I find anything, I'll let you know. The Brazilian Dodge Charger is kind of cool. I love the look of it. But yeah, very cool right here. And then last but definitely not least, don't worry about the air fresheners. That's for the truck. We got the new recolor of the 76 Chevy Chevette. There we go. That thing is beautiful. You got the NHRA deco on there in yellow. And of course the red and blue as well. Compact Kings. Now the first release was a very cool one. One of my favorites that came out of the series. We also have a wheel swapped version right here. That Bob did. Very cool. It doesn't roll because the wheels are massively tucked in there. But we have the recolor. So this one will be opened. Maybe I'll do some wheels on it. I'll let Bob maybe do a wheel swap. But there we go. Last one from DIECAST. So here we go, guys. This is what we picked up in our latest haul from this morning and a little bit of last week. The beautiful pink slips, Dark Horse, and the pearl white. Gorgeous freaking release from that one. I gotta say the 124s are definitely growing, but we still have room with the new shelvings I got. Then we got some DKs, we got treasure hunts, we have this 20 pack that I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of the cars except for the ones I want. King Nut, this one is yours. So everything else is either going on the track as a racer or given away to the kids in the local area. So then we also grabbed the US version of the Code Orange GT500. Another dark horse for me to race with, and the card variation, or not card variation, but a second release of the Razzles on a different card art from Matchbox. More recolors, and of course, ZAMACs for two friends of mine. So very cool stuff. The Super, Big Daddy, the Super is in this protector waiting to be in your collection. I can't wait to make out this trade. I'm glad it's going to you. And yeah, this is, like I said earlier, it's the second square body pickup that I found that hasn't lasted in my collection long enough to even go in the bin of Supers, because I'm always like, hey, I found this Super, and if someone throws a Mustang at me, I'm definitely going to trade for it. So that is all we have for this. Stay tuned. We have 2 more episodes I'm working on. We have one car I haven't even showcased to you guys. It's something that I've been really trying to get my hands on. And then we're also working on a special project that 2 people know of. So when it comes down to it, it's going to take me some time to get the finished product, but I'm working hand in hand with Mattel on this one. And hopefully it works out. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of our future episodes. And until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.